Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Jordan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my October horror movie-a-thon. So I figured I would review a creature feature. Yes, sir, folks. And I'm gonna just Gammera the Invincible. And yes, technically I did review a version of this, so here we go. Damn it, Mr. Monkey! How many times do I have to tell you I'm not gonna buy this crap ever? For the love of all things holy, leave me alone. Ugh. Anyway, like I was saying, yeah, you can actually find this specific version I'm talking about fairly cheap on eBay. And I mean, of course, there's other ways, other sites you can go to find this copy. Again, this specific version I'm talking about. Nothing wrong with, doing a little look, of course, especially nowadays, for the obvious reason, you know, because of certain restrictions and whatnot. So in a lot of ways, you could say it's actually safer to go online because of that. And I know I've already said this before, but don't get the used copies, because every time I try to do this before, get a used copy of a certain movie and a certain video game. And yeah, I got fucked over. So yeah, not exactly the brightest idea. Ugh. This like I said, I'm reviewing a different version of this movie. Mr. Monkey. I mean, really? Didn't I just tell you to leave me alone? I mean, really? You really need to get a job. You know that? And you really should. Anyway, like I was saying, folks, you could go to even Amazon. I do have an Amazon account, so yeah. And they do have pretty reasonable prices on there too, as well. Yeah, this is the same version I'm referring to. So there you go. Alright. Gammera the Invincible. And yes, of course, this is the American version I'm talking about. The American edited version. That was released by a different company, as you can say. Here's some of the information, as you can say. See? So yeah. This version was released in 2005. This American Mr. Monkey. Really? What is wrong with you? So yeah. I guess there are people who like to shop around anyway online. So if I want to have an excuse to watch, these types of movies, it's a creature feature, I guess you can say. If I want to use this as an excuse to watch something, I mean, I guess you go ahead. I mean, it's not exactly the worst thing I've ever seen, really, but it's still not very good. Ugh. And just so you know, I actually did review the Japanese version of this movie a while back. But anyway, as always, of course, I have to talk about the plot, so let's get into it, shall we? So, this giant monster was released from his icy prison because it was like this battle going on with these two nations or whatever. But point being, now this monster is causing a havoc, and there's also this family that's threatened as well, of course. This version really emphasized on this kid, which makes this entire thing seem more family friendly than it should have. When you think about it. But anyway, there are these scientist type characters that play a role in this film as well, because they had to construct this plan because this giant monster is on the loose. And they eventually do, of course, have a plan to stop this monster because nothing else is working. All the military might is useless, of course. And the monster causes lots of destruction in the city and whatnot, and other places, like the power plant or whatever. Like I said, this is the American version, which has these weird edits. The felt forced. This feels really, really forced. Having like a debate over this giant monster, a giant turtle, and how ridiculous it might be. Yeah, this feels like really hammed in there. Hammy. Yeah, I guess the acting is really over the top. Which, yes, again, makes this entire thing seem extremely campy. More so, when you think about it. Ugh. I mean, come on now. And Mr. Monkey, didn't I just tell you to leave me the fuck alone? I'm trying to review this creature feature for my October-a-thon. I mean, really. You know what, asshole? How to fix you up. Yep, here we go. Yeah, motherfucker. Anyway, even the dubbing for this movie was pretty bad. The dubbing for it just makes everything camp. That's all this is. Just a camp fist of a movie. And just like I said, it's not the worst movie I've ever seen, but it's just pretty bad, I guess you can say. Still really awful. Oh boy. And yeah, again, just so you know, this English dubbed version I'm talking about was released by this one company that's been around for quite some time. And yeah, they've done this before, releasing a bunch of other movies, could be considered rare or whatever. And yeah, they've been making a pretty good business out of it. So I guess, good for them, I guess you can say. But anyway, of course the acting isn't very good, of course. I didn't like the music that they chose for this version, of course. The music didn't really help what they were trying to do. I just felt like the people who were behind this version really weren't taking this very seriously, like at all. It came out like a rushed project and whatnot. But yeah, of course I'm just referring to the English dubbed version of this film, which yeah, it's bad. I didn't like what they were doing with this, of course, because of the fact that dialogue is cheesy. The editing was pretty, just like whatever. And I mean, not that I'm expecting anything great when it comes to the editing or whatever. When it comes to this kinds of version of these movies, because they always seem to be like a half-baked thing when it comes to that, of course. But yeah, I would say, I mean, you could watch if you want, just don't expect anything grand, because you're not getting, you're definitely really not getting a good movie out of this, like, whatsoever, like, at all. But to break it down for my last 2 cents here is that this is terrible. It's a terrible movie. Everything just screams over the top when I think about it. Anyway, I'll give this film, okay, it's not the worst, but it's not the best either. I'll give this an overall rating of a 4.5 out of 10. It's a 4.5 out of 10 for me. And as always, thanks for watching, and take care. Until next time, see ya.